It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Alright, so really intriguing news. This just came across my desk, and I just seen this now at 5:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, November the 27th. For those of you guys who follow this channel on a video by video basis, you guys know that I'm very high on Otabek Kholmatov. I've been very excited about this potential fight with him for the vacant WBA featherweight title between him and Raymond Ford. You know, it's a good fight for boxing, it's a good fight for the division, and it's a chance for Otabek Kholmatov to really and truthfully stick his flag on the ground and become that world champion I've always thought he's been, because I remember his first time seeing him a couple years ago when he first came from Uzbekistan to the States to train at Warriors Gym with Timur Bragimov. I was just blown away by the guy when I didn't know anything about him, and since then I've been banging the drum for him, long before he fought Thomas Ward, long before the Raymond Ford fight, and long before this purse bid. Now, the purse bid was today, and we do have some news for you guys. Now, it appears that Eddie Hearn and the fine folks at Matchroom Boxing did not win the purse bid. They submitted a bid just north of $255,000. Top Rank Boxing, Bob Arum, the top ranking, the fine folks there, they actually have secured the rights to this fight with the winning bid of $13,500. And not just that, you guys know I was just talking about in my the last couple of videos about Kholamtov versus Ford. I was talking about the fact that, you know, Otabek Kholmatov doesn't have the promotional backing. Well, we can put that to bed. He has big time promotional backing now, and he's got promotional backing in a big way. Otabek Kholmatov has signed with the Godfather and Bob Arum in Top Rank Boxing, and he's now a top ranked fighter. So really intriguing stuff. Probably one of the more interesting purse bids in quite some time for those two fighters right there. But let's talk about it. We know that the big caveat in all this is that, you know, Top Rank has Naoya Inoue, the monster, one of the best fighters in boxing. And I believe his contract is up soon, right? I believe it's up soon. So they're doing everything they can to keep him and open up a possibility for big fights for him, right? And with this signing of Kholmatov, if he's able to beat Raymond Ford, which again, he's still got to do. Raymond Ford's a good fighter. I take nothing from him. He can still win the fight. If Kholmatov is able to win this fight against Ford and become champion, it means that Top Rank will have 3 of the 4 featherweight champions. They had a WBO champion in Robeisy Ramirez, the IBF champion in Venado Lopez, and if Kholmatov wins, they'd have him with the WBA. So that would only help them keep their promotional rights with Naoya Inoue intact and going forward and all those kind of things. And it's crazy because I made that video way back, what was it, in March or April, way before Kholmatov and Ford was even a thing. I told you guys the fight I wanted to see was Kholmatov versus Naoya Inoue at 126, and we're getting closer and closer to seeing Kholmatov and Inoue at 126. Obviously some dominoes still gotta fall, but let's talk about the Raymond Ford side of things, because we can't be one-sided. Raymond Ford, this is a guy that Eddie Hearn signed as that first crop, part of that first crop for Matchroom Boxing. And I always say, like you really know what your promoters think of you when it comes down to purse bids, because purse bids is where you can cut out all the bullshit. Any wolf tickets that your promoter's selling you, it'll all be put to bed and it'll all be revealed on the purse bid what they really think of you. And when I look at those numbers, when I look at the fact that, you know, Top Rank outbid Matchroom by what is that, 45,000 plus 17, that's like what, they outbid them by a solid 62 grand. You know, and you know, Matchroom didn't even want to go north of 300,000. It really shows to me that they don't believe Raymond Ford. And I know that Eddie Hearn in the past said that Raymond Ford lost to Edward Vasquez. So a guy that was one of his blue chip first American talents that he signed, when it came time to the purse bid for a fight that's very important for his career, for the world title, I kind of feel like they let them out to dry a little bit. And now they're putting him in a real tough situation because, you know, Top Rank wants to use Kholmatov as part of the Inoue thing if he can get the title. And it's just going to be a tough ask for Raymond Ford. And I'll say it like this, man. These are dire, difficult circumstances for Raymond Ford. If he's able to beat Kholmatov, because I already didn't think he was going to beat Kholmatov just because I thought Otabek's a better fighter than him. But now that he's a Top Rank, it's made it that much harder. So again, if Raymond Ford beats Kholmatov, if he stops Kholmatov, if he, you know, expose exposes Kholmatov, if he beats the brakes off of him, and he becomes champion with that belt on a top-ranked promotion, you know, it'll be one of the most impressive world title wins in quite some time. And I'll give him all the credit in the world, and I'll have to look at him a lot differently because, again, for any fighter, these would be tough circumstances. Fighting Otabek Kholmatov on a neutral playing field will be tough circumstances, but fighting Otabek Kholmatov with promotional backing from Top Rank while they're trying to still secure Inoue and use him as part of that plan, even harder. So, listen, best of luck to Raymond Ford because he's going to need it. It's going to be a great fight. They have a couple dates in mind. There's no date secured yet, but the 3 dates they've heard is that it's going to be either March 2nd in Verona, New York, so upstate New York, February 16th in somewhere in the U.S. Didn't name where, or February 17th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So I'm thinking February 17th, I believe, is the Tyson Fury Usyk undercard, which I think would be great. This fight would get maximum exposure if it was on that card. And it'll be a great opportunity for Ford and Kholmatov to engage in battle and a world title attraction on a big stage. So that, you know, from a standpoint of like exposure, that's probably the best card to be on. But I want to go to the fight, so I'm hoping it's in the USA, right? Because I'm an Otabek fan. I've been covering him since the beginning, really. And you know, good fight for him. But just by the way, last caveat. The purse will be split 50-50. So Ford gets half of that 317K. Otabek gets half of that 317K. So you know, it is what it is. I'll wait patiently for the date, but that's the news. Top Rank wins the purse bid. He must have listened. It's happened too many times here. I gotta say this. I'll end the video on this note. It's happened way too many times where, you know, I've made YouTube videos and then about a fight I want to see that involves a top rank fighter, and then Top Rank, you know, makes the fight, you know, within like weeks of me making that, after me making that video. There's been times where I made videos about fighters that there's barely any videos out there on that are with Top Rank, and I'll watch the cards and I'll listen to what the commentators are saying, and I hear the commentators literally quoting things I said in videos verbatim without giving me my proper credit. And then on top of that, I know Timothy Bradley watches this channel, and there was one time where he was doing his double stamp prospect list, you know, his little list where he goes to the prospects and lets you know what he thinks about where prospects stand in boxing. And there was one time where Otabek Kholmatov, this is a couple months ago. This is a couple months ago before the Raymond Ford thing was even, you know, a possibility. I forgot what card it was on, but he did his double stamp list and he put Otabek Kholmatov in there. And I'm like, well, how would he know about Otabek Kholmatov? There's not really people in boxing talking about him. And I know, like, you know, he's a busy man. So it had to be because he watched the channel. So, hey, Top Rank, shout out to you. I know you watch True School Sports. I know you guys, low-key, are part of the untouchable True School Sports empire, even if you don't want to give me my credit on the broadcast and the commentaries. And that's okay, because I don't need your validation. You know, my validation comes from the Lord. I'm good. Anyway, nonetheless, let me know what you guys think about Top Rank winning the purse bid. What does Otabek signing with Top Rank mean? If he's able to beat Ford and secure that belt, you know, is he going to fight? Is he going to get the Inoue fight? I think it's a big possibility that man right there, Bruce Lee, if he's successful against the young, upstart, you know, dangerous fighter from Camden, New Jersey, he could be getting that Inoue fight sooner rather than later. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. You know, make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.